What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 623 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 45 of NGW TV. Back from our week break. I hope that you enjoyed yours. I most certainly did, but I am uber excited to return on the road to Ascendance 7. But before that, this Sunday, yes, you heard me right, we go to the Great White North for NGW Checkpoint Toronto, which will be the final roadblock for the superstars of NGW before homebound over Ascendance weekend. But 1 week from this Sunday is also Purgatory, where there will be not one but two Elimination Chamber matches featuring the superstars of Supremacy. And look at how we are kicking things off right here, right now, tonight. A horse fight as Josep Ali Vota takes on the newly single Harry Wallace, formerly a part of the Wrecking Crew with Michael Payne. Michael Payne, though, deciding to retire from in-ring competition, so Wallace has spent these last few weeks preparing for his new singles career, and a hell of an opportunity as he goes one-on-one with former NGW champion Josep Ali Vota. These two actually, a couple of weeks ago, getting into it backstage over some dropped baked chicken in the catering area. Josep Ali Vota was making his plate, and Harry Wallace, don't know if it was an accident or intentional, knocked into him and dropped all of his food on the floor. We were just lucky these two beasts didn't start ripping each other apart right there, right then, waiting for General Manager Ken Donahue to make this match official. Vota has been in a foul mood ever since he lost and failed to recapture his NGW championship. He wants to start making his way back up the ladder, if you will, towards another shot. Still only ever been beaten one-on-one twice, both times by Dante Tatum, who is in competition tonight, guys. The NGW champion welcoming newcomer Mark Coles to NGW as Tatum prepares to defend his title this Sunday in a triple threat against Joseph Santos, and Tenra. Joseph Lance is also going to be in competition. French Pride going up against the Beatdown. That's why I had him on the mind. But prepare to hold on to your trousers because the NGW Women's Championship is at stake tonight. Shauna Sage cashing in the opportunity she earned a few weeks ago. Gonna go one-on-one with Sunny Octave. This could change the complexion, guys, of what the women's title match will be at homebound. We know this Sunday in Toronto, Danielle Davis and Piper Fox will be going toe-to-toe in a number one contenders match to see who will challenge for the women's title over Ascendance weekend. But who's the champion gonna be? Harry Wallace most definitely looking excited. Gotta have that kind of hopeful outlook, but, well, we've never seen Wallace as a singles competitor. He's always had Michael Payne to rely on, so will that be to his detriment here against the experienced Vota, who starts things off with a big old single knee backbreaker, and then a stomp down onto the wrist. Gonna show off that wrestling background of his all through high school and college. Picking Harry Wallace up to his feet, swings an elbow to meet the midsection, though. Harry Wallace calling himself the one-man Wrecking Crew now. And although he's going to be the shorter between these two, might have a stalemate when it comes to strength. Short arm clothesline right there by the multi-time tag team title contender. Wrecking Crew were never able to win the championship, unfortunately. But like I said, Harry Wallace has a positive vibe heading into this new chapter in his career. Josep Ali Vota is not welcoming him warmly to the singles division, though. Full mount and right hands just raining down to meet the jaw of Wallace. A stomp to the midsection on the way out, just for good measure, I suppose. Imagine what this win would mean for Wallace, though, defeating a former NGW champion, in his first singles match. German suplex. Wallace immediately trying to look for refuge in the corner, but Voda's not going to let him. Another leg drop to the inside of the knee. Stomp onto the wrist, right back to that wrestling. Wallace, I don't think, going to stand much of a chance in that regard. Got to get to his feet. Josep Ali Vota throwing out the bicycle big boot, guys. May have been trying to put Wallace away right there. Harry was able to get out of the way. Unfortunately, unable to capitalize on the reversal, and Vota just right back in the driver's seat. Having his way with Harry Wallace. And we get a half camel clutch. The size of Vota coming into play here as he just digs his knee into the lower back of Wallace while simultaneously trying to tear his head off and then just slamming him face first off the mat. Come on. Beating his chest like the gorilla that he is. There's that bicycle big boot he got at that time. Seems to have taken everything out of Vota. I mean, as these two are bigger men, this ain't going to be a 20-minute classic. They want to put this one away as quickly as they can. That seems to be Voda's game plan as he looks to punch a hole right through Harry's face. Good night. 1, 2, 3. Josep Ali Vota taking no prisoners tonight. Harry Wallace tried to pick a fight with the biggest guy in the yard. Oh, but hang on a minute. Josep Ali Vota with a very rare sign of sportsmanship, shaking hands with the one-man wrecking crew. Wow, all right. I wouldn't say that was an extremely competitive bout, but hey, maybe in their beef, they found some common respect for one another. Up next, guys, it was last week that we were meant to see Bay Bradford debut here in NGW going up against another newcomer and Callie Faria, but it was the suspended Ashley Rain who ran out with a steel chair in hand and wailed on Bradford, obviously getting that match canceled, and Ken Donahue was having none of it. Again, Ashley Rain was supposed to be gone after what she did to referee Poe the week prior, but Tailcoat Val pulling the strings even further. Ken Donahue is giving Bradford a chance, a big chance, against former NGW Women's Champion Piper Fox, though, here tonight. And Ashley Rain, the arena has been scoured in the Manhattan Center. She is nowhere to be found, so hopefully we're going to get a clean bout here, and B won't have to look over her shoulder the entire time. Meanwhile, Piper Fox just trying to get that last bit of momentum before her collision with Danielle Davis this Sunday in Toronto. Again, those two fighting to see who will head to homebound to fight for the NGW Women's Championship. Piper Fox coming off a loss to China Sage a couple of weeks ago. You know she needs a win in a bad way. We're going to find out what we were supposed to last week, what Bradford can bring to the table here on NGW TV. Not going to be any sort of easy task, though. One of, if not the greatest female competitors, not just in, well, the NGW Women's Division short history, but maybe women's wrestling, period. In the annals of CMV's history, Piper Fox made her return after 3 months on the shelf due to neck injury by pinning her arch rival, Sunny Octave, in that non-title triple threat, putting herself right back into the title picture. But as I mentioned before, a bit of a slip-up against China Sage a couple of weeks ago. I know for a fact Fox is eager to get back to her winning ways here. Certainly has the support of this NGW crowd, as always. I'm sure that point meant for Sunny Octave, but Octave has to focus on what she's got coming her way later on tonight. China Sage for the Women's Championship. Referee Poe rings the bell. Let's get it on. Bradford starting strong with a forearm smash. Piper Fox immediately takes her into a side headlock, though. Now has control of the arm. Gonna sweep her. Bradford looking up at her like, you kid? Let's go again. Collar elbow tie up. And B is going to overpower Piper into the corner. Will we get a clean break here? We will. Poe separating the two competitors. Irish whip now by Fox, and on the rebound. Gonna go for a drop down. Nice arm drag. Beautifully executed. Flawless, you could say. Power and elbow. Bradford goes behind with a waist lock. Wrenching at the midsection of the former NGW Women's Champion. Gets a snapmare. Now it's Fox who's dominating the rookie. Throws her to the side like she ain't nothing. Tries for a kick to the leg. Bradford quick to counter that. Irish whip of her own. Scoop slam. Piper gotten some height there. Drops down behind. Reverse DDT. Spinning soul kick. Takes a step back. Lines up her shot. Irish whip to the corner. Slowly approaching. Able to counter. B. Bradford is a smart woman, which I hope she is. She did all the homework she could before this match here tonight and knows what to avoid. But Piper Fox changing it up with a Frankensteiner. I've never seen her do that before. Welcome to NGW. B. Bradford, not even a 1 count, though. I think that's the fault of referee Poe, honestly. He took his time getting into the pinning position. Bradford getting lost in the woods for a minute. Her eyes looking glazed over. Piper Fox wanting to put this one away with the quickness. That drop toe hold into a modified STF. The Bradford tap. Piper Fox trying to show her versatility here tonight, it would seem. Bradford escapes, though, with a well-placed elbow directly to the mouth, and now a clothesline into the corner. Piper hanging on for dear life, but that ain't going to help her none. Alley-oop. Kick to the chest, caught. Dragon screw. Bradford trying to get right back up. Ooh, Piper, the kind humanitarian she is, going to help her out with that vertical suplex. Turning to the crowd. Look at them all get up out of their feet. They love Piper Fox. Bradford, though, taking this time, using the ropes to pull herself up. Again, Fox is there to help her. Kick to the midsection. Much like Harry Wallace in the previous match, what a win this would be for Bradford to defeat a former NGW Women's Champion in her debut. Of course, it didn't work out so well for Harry Wallace in the end. Hooks the leg here, does Bradford, but only a 1 count. An awesome kick to the back, misses the stomp, though. Fox rolls to the outside to catch her breath, and now we got the old in and out game. Fox says, I'll come get you. Hook to the jaw is what she's greeted with. Back suplex. Good thing Piper Fox flipped out of that, because if she landed on her neck the wrong way, especially ringside where those pads offer little to no protection for the concrete floor that lies beneath, man, they might put her right back on the shelf. Hip toss, follows through the knee. Bradford hooks the leg. 1. Just a 1 count. Bradford had her chance to shine, stolen last week by Ashley Rain. Is definitely showing us what she's worth here against Piper Fox so far. Big old kick to the chest. Super kick to the knee. Gonna set up that Shining Wizard. Into the pin entrance. Come and be Bradford. Wow. All right. Some heart by the newbie. Piper Fox can't believe it, but She ain't beating around the bush. Her finger to the trigger. It might be time to go to sleep for Bea Bradford, and maybe not. Escaping the GTS, now it kicks the midsection. Bradford with a chiropractor. Double knees to the spine. 1, 2. Oh, can you even imagine? Bea Bradford just a second away from making a hell of an impact in the women's division in her debut. Staying on top of Piper Fox like she has to, though. A trio of clotheslines sends Fox into the corner. Bradford approaches with intent. Piper Fox is waiting for her, though. Overhand punch. Now an Irish whip to the other side of the ring. Watch out, referee Poe. Although he might not mind getting caught in the middle of these two. Knife edge chop and the drop kick right to the side of the head. Double boots to the temple. Now it's Piper Fox who rallies. Double axe handle. Double axe handle again. In the corner, we get a shoulder thrust. Rolls herself back. Whoa! Barreling down the sights. Back elbow, spaghetti legs for Bea Bradford. Super kick to the knee. The combo is coming. Shining Wizard numero dos. And that surely will be enough. 1, 2. No! Bea Bradford. What a heart by the roof, refusing to stay down. Now we get an air raid siren. Quickly hooks the leg. 1, 2. Women's division never failing to impress here on NGW TV. But where is Bea Bradford going? I'm already a fan of this young woman, and if she wins, throwing caution to the wind, trying for a moonsault, but Piper Fox, knowing where she is at all times, able to get her knees up, straight into a backslide driver. Take your time, Poe. 1, 2. A momentary hesitation by our official may have been what kept Bradford alive right there. Both women going for kicks. Piper is a bit quicker. Targeting the arm now. Punches and bunches to the midsection of Piper Fox, making it harder for her to breathe. Handspring back elbow, but Fox gets out of the way. And I think Bea Bradford just delivered herself on a silver platter. Go to sleep. 1, 2. What in the hell is up with this women's division as of late? It's almost like, can we get a match that isn't 5 stars? Now where is Fox going? Bea Bradford having no idea what's coming her way. Oh! Rolling calf kick from the high rent district, I guess. I don't really know what to call that. Piper Fox just kind of threw herself at Bea Bradford. Now clotheslines her out of the ring, almost as if to say, get out of my ring. Fox thinking for a moment, but now she's going to collect. Doesn't want to give Bea Bradford any time to rest up. Might be too late for that, though. Forearm smash evaded. Super kick to the midsection. Kick to the gut. Grabs her by the hair. Smashes her face first off that apron. Fox is starting to get nasty now. She can't afford not to. If she loses to Bea Bradford here, after losing to China Sage a couple of weeks ago, Fox ain't going to look like she deserves to head to Toronto this Sunday. Another air raid siren. 1, 2. Oh my Lord above. Bea Bradford arguing with referee Poe, saying that was a 3, come on, and it was damn close. But the official says it ain't over. Surfboard stretch. A very underrated submission maneuver, I believe. Digging the knee into the upper back while trying to, pretty much rip the arms off. Piper Fox stands herself up. Able to get one well-placed elbow off. That's all she needs, though. Another backslide driver. Looks like Bradford was trying to wind up some sort of punch. 1, 2, 3, and finally Piper Fox is able to put this one away. Woo! What a match. What a debut for Bea Bradford. Nothing to be disappointed about. Piper Fox getting that much-needed momentum, heading into her battle with Danielle Davis this Sunday in Toronto. What is on Davis's mind? As she's not set to be here tonight, but I'm sure she was watching very closely. I thought it was definitely over there after Piper Fox finally hit the GTS, but no. Bradford just kept on kicking. We know it'll either be Danielle Davis or Piper Fox to challenge for the NGW Women's Championship at Homebound, but who will the champion be? We'll find out later on tonight when China Sage challenges Sunny Octave. Women's division action does not stop, though, guys. It's up next here on NGW TV, number 45. It is the Standards, Amy Winters and Janet Tor taking on Rose Beauchamp and Riley Van Wilson, with some implications regarding the one-on-one match between Winters and Wilson that will happen this Sunday in Toronto, but it is the stipulation that's up in the air, as the winning captain of this match will be able to pick the stipulation of their choice. AKA, let's say Janet Tor pins Riley Van Wilson, or Rose Beauchamp pins Amy Winters. Doesn't matter how the match ends, the captain of said winning team will get to pick the stipulation. Been building for months and months and months and months between Winters and Wilson, former friends, gonna finally put their bad blood to rest this Sunday. But in what kind of match? As of late, Riley Van Wilson and her allies have been getting the better of the Standard, and that has gotten under Winters' skin to the point where she and her Standard buddies brutally beat down a good portion of the women's division locker room last week. Something's got to be done, and Riley Van Wilson, I think, is going to be the one to deliver that wake-up call this Sunday. And it's an interesting partner she's chosen, because remember, it was Rose Beauchamp and Riley Van Wilson that went one-on-one a couple of weeks ago, had a hell of a match. Wilson came out the victor, but Beauchamp not showing any signs of holding a grudge, willing to help out the Polish Nightmare here tonight. The Killer Queen, Amy Winters, former two-time Women's Intercontinental Champion. Beginning of this season, quickly became close with Riley Van Wilson. The two of them forming a tight bond, but Winters let her jealousy get the better of her when Riley Van Wilson received a Women's Championship match before her. And ever since then, their relationship has just gone downhill into the dirt. Leading Winters to form the Standard alongside Janet Tor and the Sparkle Twins, saying they are what this NGW women's division is and what it should be, and that Riley Van Wilson and all of her little pals are exactly what it should not be. Not sure exactly where Amy Winters recruited the cleaner Janet Tor, but I don't know that I want to know. Janet Tor has clung to Amy Winters and her mission to rid the NGW women's division of all of these lesser thans. I know for a fact Janet Tor is in no good mood after that embarrassing outing a couple of weeks ago where the China Pulling Connection defeat the Standard in 15 seconds in a handicap match, no less. So Tor is coming to get her some here tonight. I don't even know what she's carrying there. What is that, just a pole? Some sort of pipe she found backstage in the boiler room or something? Hopefully she doesn't use it. And a hell of a choice for Riley Van Wilson to be her partner tonight. The Southern Colossus, Rose Beauchamp, who herself has been on a roll despite the loss to Riley Van Wilson a couple of weeks ago. She's coming off that last woman standing victory over Amber Briggs. And Rose showing her kinder side, if you will, by lending her hand. I'm sure she knows that a victory here, though, will get her one step closer to that women's championship match she wants. Defeating the likes of Amy Winters. Again, the women's division could be thrown into complete and utter chaos tonight, though, depending on the outcome of that women's championship bout between China Sage and Sunny Octave, because everybody's expecting Octave to go to homebound. Everybody's wanting her to face Piper Fox, but who knows? China Sage could pull up the upset tonight. Danielle Davis could do the same this Sunday. And here comes Riley Van Wilson, who in Toronto, only thing on her mind, gonna be ripping Amy Winters in half. And another universe, Riley Van Wilson could be women's champion right now if it were not for what Amy Winters did all those months ago. So here we go. Amy Winters going to start things off against Rose Beauchamp. And I don't know if Beauchamp is really the type of enemy the Standard wants to make, but that's exactly what happened. I mentioned before when the Standard attacked all of those women in the locker room last week. Well, it was Rose Beauchamp who came to their rescue and drove the Standard off before any further damage could be done. This fight taking a spill to the outside rather quickly, less than a minute in. Beauchamp getting her face smashed. Ooh, and into the steel step she goes. Taste of her own medicine. Big old kick to the chest, caught, dragon screw. Ooh, and Rose, I think she clipped the back of her head off of that bottom step. Looks like she's okay, though. Gonna take a lot more than that to keep down someone like Miss Beauchamp. Forearm smash, caught, rejected. Tries to throw a hook, but Winters getting one off first. Now face first off the apron. Where we all know the hardest parts of the ring converge. Hurricane Rana by Winters. Count of 9. These two gals have until 20 to get back into the ring. 10. I don't know if Amy Winters, though, is intent on doing so. I mean, this match can end any way. It's a standard tag team bout. Winters may be intent on picking up the victory via countout, just so that she can have the right to pick her and Riley Van Wilson's stipulation this Sunday in Toronto. But Beauchamp isn't having any of it. Gets free, runs back into the ring at the count of 13. The match is saved in a tag Janet Tour. This is a match the NGW Universe has been pining to see ever since the stare down from last week. Look at that teamwork on the Standard. Double hip toss, double kick to the chest and back respectively. Janet Tour just immediately digging into Rose. Full mount. Those elbows are getting through clean. This was an MMA bout. May have just been stopped right there. Big old roar from the cleaner. Who now stomps on Rose's hand and another stomp to the bicep. Right back to the full mount, man. Bloodthirsty is the cleaner right now. Some more elbows. And I'm surprised Rose Beauchamp hasn't been busted open. Stomp onto the lower back, grab by the hair, holds up vertical base, Hurricane Rana, okay. I don't expect something like that from Couture. Riley Van Wilson, seeing that Beauchamp is in trouble, begs for the tag, but Rose unable to oblige. Are you kidding me? Rose is by far the biggest girl on the NGW Women's Division roster, and Janet just took her by the foot and threw her across the ring. Wise tag made. Here comes Riley Van Wilson. And it's got to be the job of Janet Tor here tonight. And this tag team match to weaken the Polish Nightmare as much as he possibly can. Drop toe hold. Van Wilson draped across the middle rope. And Janet Tor going to use that position to her advantage, choking. Riley out now throws her across the ring by the foot. Dominant Janet Tor has been since entering this match. Stomp to the back of the knee. Tries to go in for a grapple. Gets an arm drag though. Great reflexes. Double leg takedown. Riley Van Wilson doing a very good job protecting herself. A couple of those punches may have gotten through. Wilson, European uppercuts to greet Janet. Backs her into the corner. Irish whip now. High speed on her 6 with an Enzu lariat to the base of the skull. Ooh! May have been looking for an Alabama slam of some kind. We'll never know. Janet, though, with a brilliant counter straight into a tornado single knee backbreaker. Doing a bit of taunting afterwards before going into the pin, gets a close 2 count. Now it's Riley Van Wilson who may have her arm broken in half. Janet Tor would not care. Amy Winters would smile. The Standard would celebrate. Irish whip into the corner. Trying to make that tag, but Wilson remaining a fighter until the very end. We've seen time and time again from her. Really wants that tag, but I don't think she's going to get it. Irish whip. Ooh. Janet's back. Smacking right off those turnbuckles. Forearm smashes. Send her into the corner. A tag to Beauchamp, who's had some time to rest up now. What is this? Oh! Kind of a modified high-low. Now Beauchamp is going to have herself some fun. Holding her knee to the back of Janet's head, keeping her pinned. And here comes that big old clothesline down onto the knee. Janet, however, wants none of it. STO taking down the Southern Colossus. Back body drop to get a bit of tip for tat. Back and forth. And Rose, at the moment, not seeming all that impressed with Janet. Quick tag. Riley Van Wilson back into the mix. Charges herself up. Gets a spinning soul kick, though. The reach not there for Tor. And that's to the benefit of the Polish Nightmare, who drops her sternum first on the top rope. Van Wilson knocking the dust off her shoulders like it ain't no thing. Amy Winters begging for a tag. Tor trying to crawl her way over. Gets stopped. Nice dodge and a sliding shin strike. Riley Van Wilson using the ropes to steady herself. Oh my God, that may have been a mistake. Belly to belly suplex out of the ring. Are you kidding me? Guys, that is just about a 10-foot drop. Somehow, someway, Riley Van Wilson is back to her feet and fighting again. But something's got to give her back. Hurting for certain. Like I said before, Janet Tor, she's coming out here to hurt Riley Van Wilson. Slamming Janet chest first onto the apron. And any normal human being would probably be paralyzed if chucked 10 feet out onto, essentially a concrete floor. but not Riley Van Wilson. Elbow to the midsection. Janitor sees her opening. Riley Van Wilson, though, wiggles out of it. Stomp to the quad. Snap vertical suplex. Janet, out of instinct, crawls to the corner. Can she make that hot tag? She's right there. Yes, she can. And here comes Amy Winters, a preview of this Sunday in Toronto. The only thing we don't know is what the stipulation will be. The winner of this match gets to pick it. And these two wasting no time going after each other like two pit bulls fighting for a bone. Oh my God, the Killer Queen living up to her name. DDT on the apron, and how much more pain can Wilson tolerate in this match? Call it off. First a belly to belly, out of the ring, now a DDT onto the apron. Enough is enough. Riley Van Wilson doesn't know better. She'll never stop fighting, but that's why a referee reserves the right to call a match off. Look at Amy Winters. Standing sea fire, and Wilson is smacking off the steel. A sickening sound echoing throughout this arena. Janet Tour just now getting back to her feet, looking like she's going to join in on the party, but Winter says, no, I've got this. That may have been a mistake. Riley Van Wilson gets the hot tag, whatever she had left. It may be up to Rose now. Body splash miss. Big old boot from the champ. And an open palm strike right to the throat. Incoming punch gets caught by Winters. Irish whip off the ropes, on a rebound, looking for a super kick. Instead, Rose comes through the powerbomb, turns it into a roll-up. Could Winters steal it? 1, 2. No, Rose is out. Keeping this match alive. Irish whip into the corner. Clothesline almost taking Amy's head off. And Rose takes a look around, hands on her hips, realizes she's by herself right now. Van Wilson just getting back up. What kind of condition is she in, though? This may be a handicap match now. Elbow to the face. Nice tilt-a-whirl arm drag. I've never said Amy Winters isn't a phenomenal in-ring competitor. We are about to see one of her most deadly maneuvers. That single underhook DDT coming in for the kill. But Beauchamp says, I don't think so. Spinning sit-out powerbomb. That is claimed victory again and again for Beauchamp in the past. She has taken a lot of time, though, going for the pin. Riley Van Wilson cutting off Janet Tour, and Beauchamp picks up the dub, meaning that Riley Van Wilson now has the right to pick the stipulation for her and Amy Winters' match this Sunday in Toronto. And knowing just how much Riley Van Wilson despises Amy Winters, I shiver to think what exactly she's gonna come up with. Turning out to be a hell of an alliance between these two. Great match and a great win. Up next, guys, the NGW Tag Team Championship Tournament continues as French Pride, Sebastien Vachon, and Joseph Lynch, joined as always by JT Leroux, takes on the Beatdowns, Bill Wild and Cam Harris. Now remember, this tournament starts off as a round-robin 2 pairs of 3 teams competing until there are only 4 left, and then it will turn into a standard single elimination tournament. The winning team in the end will get the shot for the NGW Tag Team titles at homebound over Ascendance Weekend. But we're not so sure if Black Magic will be the defending NGW champs, because this Sunday in Toronto, they will defend, guys, against a team handpicked by General Manager Ken Donahue, saying it's going to give them a challenge they desperately need, because Black Magic has been on top of their game for almost half the season now. No team been able to touch them. Still to come tonight, we're going to have Mark Coles making his NGW TV debut, and a huge opportunity falling into his lap, because he'll be taking on NGW champion Dante Tatum, non-title. But the title will be on the line when China Sage goes up against Sonny Octavian in our main event, a rematch from a few weeks ago, as we will see Justin Gates tangle with Mr. Magnificent 6, Ace Reeves. And it has been confirmed, guys, that this Sunday in Toronto, Ace Reeves will meet Sage Autumn one-on-one. The beef been building between them this past month. Toronto turning out to be a can't-miss event. French Pride desperately hoping this will be their chance to finally break into the title scene here on NGW. Sebastian Michon to the left is a former World Tag Team Champion, a former Rising Star Champion, taking Joseph Lance under his wing at the start of this season, enlisting the services of JT Leroux. All the makings of future champs. They just gotta get themselves situated and on the right path. This tournament could be it. Was the Beatdown who lost their first tournament match a couple of weeks ago, so they need to win this match, guys, or they're going to be eliminated. If French Pride are victorious here, it won't matter the outcome of the last Division 1 tournament match, because Beatdown will be gonzo. Had their shot at the NGW Tag Team titles, came so close to dethroning Black Magic, but 'twas just not their time. They know, Cam Harris told me, I know if we get another shot, we will leave homebound as champions. The Sin City Savior and the Bad Boy have got their work cut out for them here, though. So here we go. It's do or die for the Beatdown. They must win, or their NGW Tag Team title aspirations will be kaput. Sebastian Michon starting things off against the Bad Boys. Poe rings the bell, kick to the midsection into a running bulldog. Good start for French Pride, as now we get an Irish whip. Gonna send Wild off the ropes into an inverted atomic drop. Takes him off his feet, starting to get right back up. Sebastian throws a kick, rolls out of the way. Ooh, a nice assisted punch from Harris on the apron. Going for a torch back to Shaw with a well-placed punch. Able to set himself free, now grabs the arm and smacks it off the mat. Stomp right down onto the face. Gator roll. Transitioning smoothly into a crossface. Not that Michon wants a submission victory, more so trying to grind Wild down. Slowly but surely, and Michon full of himself as he turns to the crowd. I don't know that the fans are exactly behind either of these teams, but I definitely think the Beatdown are going to have a bit more fanfare than Vachon and Lance. Tag to Cam Harris, the former Rising Star champion in his own right. Forearm smash, gets a clothesline, stomp to the chest. European uppercut. Harris with the go behind right into a snapdragon suplex. Joseph Lance already sensing that this ain't going so well for French Pride, extending his hand for that tag. Sebastian nowhere near being able to make it, however. Clothesline in the corner. Harris, very underrated competitor, I do believe, and I think a big reason for that is his attitude. Not a whole lot of people can make it past that, but if you can, you'll find a true future star. Sit on sidewalk slam. Cam Harris picking himself up, gets a punch off, up against the ropes, Irish whip, bicycle knee, whoo! Saw some spit go flying up into the air there. Knife edge chop again against the ropes. High kick. Vachon sent out of the ring. Hurricane Rana through the rope, but Cam Harris landing himself right in a bad part of town. You got Lance on the apron, you got JT LaRoe waiting in the wings. Hopefully neither of them get involved, though. Could lead to disqualification. Thrown onto the apron. Jeez. Harris ain't playing. He can't afford to. The beatdown must win. They want another shot at Black Magic and the NGW Tag Team titles. Joseph Lance has seen enough. Cam Harris using his quickness to get back into the ring. Irish whip to the corner. Ooh, and a cravat driver. Lance trying his best to help out his friend and tag team partner, but the Sin City Savior with his patented People's Moonsault. And this one might be on the verge of ending rather quickly if Cam Harris has his way. Stomping a mud hole in the Frenchman. Watch out, Bill Wild. Leg drop to the back of the head. Rolls back into the ring. Cam Harris tiring himself out. Sebastian has no idea where he is. Flopping around like a fish out of water, but he gets that hot tag. Here comes Joseph Lance. Single boot to the chest. Takes a step back. Super kick. Cam Harris getting right back up. Got to be out of pure instinct. Gets caught with an Irish whip, though. Another clothesline. Bill Wild giving his partner some room to work. Harris got to work on his cardio, man. He's been tired pretty much this entire match. Joseph Lance was able to break the full Nelson, but not the straitjacket. Coming in with a waistlock, punch to the back of the head. Lance is by himself right now. Ooh, Osaka street cutter. You don't see one of those too often. I love me a good Osaka street cutter. Flips him over, tying up the legs, kick right to the kidneys. Double arms, pull back, bam! Curb stomp. Pulls him up by the arm. Joseph Lance is not looking too hot. What's Cam thinking? Kick to the midsection, headbutt, cracks him in the jaw. Oh man, Cam Harris coming through with that drive-by kick. Double boots planted onto the side of Lance's head. Now for the top rope with an elbow drop to the heart despite Vachon's best attempt to knock Harris off the top. Bill Wild, can he cut off Vachon? He cannot. And what may have been a 3 count and a victory for the beatdown, this match now continues. Wild taking care of Vachon as JT LaRoe throws in a steel chair and Cam Harris hits the jackpot. So much going on. Vachon is still in the ring though, trying to break up that pin, and he does. What about the steel chair though? My goodness. Talk about a clusterfuck right there. Back to the top rope. after taking a deep breath. Lance has not gotten a chance to rest. Vachon is busy with Wild. Harris could still have a chance to wrap this up. Misses the brain chop, though. Referee Poe sees the steel chair and gets rid of it. Gotta maintain some order at ringside. Jeez Louise, what a super kick. Another straight jacket German. Stomp to the upper back. Parrish just looking down at Joseph. Trying to make that tag, but so is Lance. Can he get it in time? He's almost there. No. Wild with the cutoff. Gets an arm drag. Kick to the midsection and a hangman's neck breaker. See how he drops him onto his shoulder rather than the mat? Always makes me cringe. The bad boy, a big man, dragged by arm and leg away from the ropes. Knee to the kidneys, and Lance is very proud of himself as blood drips from that cut across his forehead. Wise tag to Sebastian, who's grabbing at his ribs, but may have this one in the bag with the Grenoble Project. No! Caught just in the nick of time. Maybe going for that Samoan drop of his. Trying to wrangle Vachon in. The Frenchman, a fighter. Heavy Irish whip. Bill Wild sent tumbling down to the outside. French Pride perhaps going to try to win this one via countout. Bill Wild begins to stir, and Vachon has no choice but to go and greet him. Knife edge chop missed. Belly to belly suplex, thank the Lord above. Vachon able to get out of that one with a trio of punches to the face. Three well-placed kicks to the back of the knee. It's always the strategy for a smaller competitor when up against a larger foe to go after their legs, take out their base so that they can't utilize their superior strength. That was a slap. Jeez. Bill Wild treating Sebastian Vachon like one of his hoes here. This has turned into a slugfest, man. These guys are going at it. I don't even know if they hear the referee's count of now 9. Have until 20 to get back into the ring. Sebastian tiring himself out. 11 thrown into the steel steps. I think Bill Wild may be bleeding. I'm not too sure. I can't see clearly. Wouldn't be surprised. Jeez, man. What is happening? 14 and Vachon taking Wild on a tour around the ringside area, throwing him into anything that presents itself. 17. And yes, Vachon back into the ring. 18. 19. And 20, guys. French Pride victorious, and they have just eliminated the beatdown from the NGW Tag Team Championship Tournament. A great match ending via nefarious means as French Pride do what they must to better their standing in this tournament. Like I said, Sebastian Vachon, Joseph Lance, they have all they need to be the next champs. And this was a good starting point. Unfortunately, though, Bill Wild and Cam Harris will not be receiving their rematch and a shot at redemption against Black Magic. And our tertiary main event here on NGW TV, number 45, guys, Mark Coles makes his debut against NGW champion Dante Tatum in his non-title. But can you imagine Mark Coles arriving here in NGW in his first night, defeating the man atop the mountain? That'll be the talk of the town. Dante Tatum's got a lot on his mind, a packed week. Of course, at Homecoming, he lost in that Fatal 4-Way International Championship match. As a matter of fact, he was the man pinned by Shea Hoxton. He's got this match here tonight, this Friday, on Supremacy. He's got an Elimination Chamber qualifying match against the Pitbull Perry Heenan. And, of course, on Sunday in Toronto, he will defend his NGW Championship in that triple threat against Joseph Santos and Tenra. And it's actually interesting that Dante Tatum was the one pinned in that Fatal 4-Way at Homecoming, not the champion Pierre Thompson. That is the exact kind of thing Dante's going to face this Sunday, because Joseph Santos could pin Tenra. Tenra could submit Joseph Santos. Tatum will not have to be involved in the decision to lose his title, and he learned that firsthand at Homecoming. But right now, he's got to find a way to push out all this other ish and focus on Mark Coles, who has been placed in like this perfect position for a hell of a debut. And I just immediately get an uneasy vibe as the Blackheart makes his way out onto the stage. And don't forget, for Dante Tatum, you also got freaking Ace Reeves running around with the Magnificent Six briefcase. He can cash in anytime, anywhere for a championship match. If I was Tatum, I'd be ramming my head into the wall. But Dante Tatum loves it. I talked to him earlier this week. He said, I thrive off of competition like this. Got enemies coming at me left and right, up and down, but that's how I liked it. Might eat those words this Sunday, though. And right now, as a matter of fact. Still to come tonight, guys. China Sage will challenge Sunny Octave for the NGW Women's Championship. The result could throw the women's division into chaos. And in our main event, a rematch from a few weeks ago, as Justin Gates will take on Mr. Magnificent Six Ace Reeves. The Blackheart ready to go. He knows what lies ahead of him. And Donahue giving this kid a shot at Tatum. The spark plug, the heart and soul of CMV, the NGW champion. And in that talk with Dante Tatum earlier this week, he said, I would love nothing more than to, over Ascendance weekend, headline Homebound, and at Ascendance, show everybody in the world exactly what I bring to the table. And a great new series is coming out, Dante Tatum's Road to Ascendance 7. Look out for that. I'm for sure excited to see it. The bona fide future of CMV before us. Mark Coles, Dante Tatum, championship not on the line, but in his first night here in NGW, Mark Coles could show everybody that he's a force to be reckoned with. He's already got an advantage in terms of height and weight, smashing Tatum face first down into the canvas. Throws him out of the ring. Coles with some disrespect. Not even a minute in. We can already see the kind of guy he's going to be. Tatum able to evade him. Kicks to the back of the knee. Don't know if that brace is for any sort of prior injury or just for a fusion. Keep an eye on it, though, for sure. These two starting to go at it. Back into the ring. Count of 4. Mark Cole's wait with a cravat suplex. This is a match that Tatum truly can't afford to lose because you know Joseph Santos, you know Tenra, both of them watching this match right now. Dante Tatum coming off the loss at Homecoming. So much on his plate. Can't look weak. Missing that kick, leaving Mark Cole's wide open. With a catalyst to take control, kick to the midsection, and a clothesline sends him out of the ring. There you go, Rook. Taking a bow before this NGW crowd that always brings their undying love and support for the NGW champion. Tatum beckoning Mark Coles to get back into the ring. He obliges. Nasty. Ooh, face buster, and then a bullplex. Mark Coles dropping to his knees. I don't even want to imagine what's going on in that guy's mind right now. Face first off the top turnbuckle. What sort of deity he may be praying to. And he stomps one after the other. Oh my God, and then what is he setting up for? Mark Coles, hang on a minute. Blackheart going to the other side of the ring. Is he going to go coast to coast? Double boots. Right into Dante Tatum's chest and face. That's what I love to see. Mark Cole's going to follow that up. Irish whip into the corner. Misses that kick again, though. Tatum going to hope to sneak the pin, but only a 1 count. Throws a knee. Mark Coles gets out of the way, though. Both men trying their best to get off some offense. Jumping DDT, not coming to fruition. For the newbie, throws the legs. Outside of the ring, and from the apron, Tatum hopping back into the storm with a sunset flip powerbomb. Stop to the back of the head. Tatum goes to his second home. The Hot Rent District for the 6-star frog splash. Mark Coles, though, getting his knees up. And Tatum dropping into the danger zone now. Blackheart pop-up punch. And from the corner, what is he doing? Some sort of ritual here. Ugh. What is this? Staring at Dante Tatum with those eerie eyes of his. Oh my. Spinning reverse STO. 1, 2. Mark Coles thought he had it. I thought he had it. Everybody in this arena thought he had it. But Dante Tatum at 2.9999999 keeps this one alive. Oh! Wow! I'm a Mark Coles fan. Get out of here. That was dope. Threw Dante Tatum from a fireman's carry position up into a powerbomb hold. And then just chucked him into the turnbuckles. Now look at this ruthless aggression by Blackheart. Lateral press, 1, 2. Dante Tatum finding himself in the deep end. Coles again dropping to his knees. Precious couple of seconds. Dante Tatum with a snap DDT. Driving off the energy of these fans and everybody watching at home clothesline, back elbow, Irish whip into the corner. Mark Coles reverses it though. Charges him in the corner, gets out of the way, face first off the turnbuckle, high kick. Jumps back in. Mark Coles waiting for him. Dante's quicker though. Drop kick, evaded, stomp. Grabs him by the back of the head, gonna take him for a walk. Face first, again and again and again, over and over. Mark Coles making sure Dante Tatum is well acquainted with that top turnbuckle, and now just flinging Tatum around and around with this giant swing. Oh, making me dizzy just watching. Hooks the leg, the fans chanting, this is awesome. 1, 2, still Blackheart is unable to get the 3 count. Irish whip. Coming up from behind with an attempted drop kick. There's a reason we call Dante Tatum the heart and soul of CMV though. You can never count him out. Because just when it looks like he's down, he comes back at you with that intensity. Mark Coles throughout this match exhibiting these almost ritualistic mannerisms. Oh, he's going to the corner again. Dante Tatum begins to stir though. Blackheart forced to chase him down. Front headlock. Forearm smash, kip up from the NGW champion. Coles attempts to run out onto the apron and catch his breath, but Tatum says, and again, 6-star frog splash, this time on the money. 1, 2, 3, Dante Tatum victorious. What a debut for Mark Coles, but he just learned real quick who the man that runs the camp is. And after the match, Coles back to his feet. Dante Tatum offers a handshake for a hard-fought battle. Mark Coles accepting. Nothing to be ashamed of. Welcome to NGW Blackheart. Bright future ahead for this kid, I believe. Co-main event and the NGW Women's Championship will be decided as China Sage challenges Sunny Octave. The result of this, guys, could throw all of our expectations into disarray because everybody is expecting Sunny Octave to walk into Homebound and defend her championship against Piper Fox. But who knows what can happen. China Sage trying to become champion here tonight. Danielle Davis standing in Fox's way this Sunday in Toronto. And after China Sage defeated Piper Fox a couple weeks ago in that instant classic, I'm not taking anything away from her. I am completely lost as to what we are going to see unfold right here, right now, and this Sunday between Davis and Fox. As per General Manager Oh. All right, guys. Just making sure you can hear me. I know we're up and live. Check, check, check 1, 2 before we get back on track. We all good? Can I get a hallelujah in the chat if you can hear me? Alright, then let's get into it. I turned off entrances just because usually when the game crashes, it's usually the entrances for some reason that'll keep it crashing. So just to be safe. But anyhow, we return from your scheduled commercial break there, little rest, as the NGW Women's Championship match gonna go down between China Sage and Sunny Octave, and still to come in our main event, that rematch between Justin Gates and Ace Reeves. But as I was saying before Twitch, or rather, the game 2K so rudely interrupted me, General Manager Ken Downey, who has banned everybody from ringside in this matchup, so no Sage Sisters, no Ashley Rain, no Danielle Davis, no Piper Fox, nobody, just these two one-on-one, and whoever is the best will leave and head into homebound as the women's champion collar double tie-up. These two feeling each other out early on, gonna get a clean break. I'm sure that respect will not last very long, though. Neither one of these gals exactly known for their sportsmanship. Sunny Octave was finally starting to resort to her old ways of being a somewhat tolerable human being until she won that championship and just went right back to being her, oh! Well, there's one way to start a championship match. Tornado Cutter from the Ghetto Queen herself. And if Sunny Octave thought she was going to walk into this match and it was going to be easy breezy, lemon squeezy, then she was wrong, because, I mean, I'll even admit myself, before the China Sage Piper Fox match, I didn't think that much of Sage. I mean, she had put on some great performances. She had won her fair share of matches, but, I mean, she never really did anything to prove that she had what it takes to stick out from the rest of the women's roster, if you know what I mean. But, man, then she didn't just hold her own against Piper Fox, but beat the former NGW Women's Champion, the woman who many consider to be the greatest women's competitor in CMV history. So I'm not going to be the one to doubt her here against Octave. But then you got Octave, who ever since she won that championship in the fashion she did, has been trying week in and week out to prove that she deserves to hold that championship. Remember, she beat Ashley Rain in only a couple minutes via a small package. A lot of people said, oh, that was a fluke. You don't deserve it, but I'll be damned if she hasn't held that championship and done nothing but bolster its prestige these last few months. I'm not too sure what we saw right there with the springboard from China Sage, but Sunny Octave able to retake control. A little bit of a tadpole splash. Now we get a lateral press, only a 1 count though. Grabbed by the hair, pulled up to her feet, high kick, Irish whip into the corner. Bit of back elbow. Seems to have hurt Octave more than it did Sage though. Don't know why that is. Turns her around. Oh man, this is not going to be pretty. Tree of woe. And knee after knee after knee. This is how vicious Sunny Octave can be. And this is why she is the NGW Women's Champion. She does not care what she has to do to an opponent in that ring. Remember, she's the one that put Piper Fox on the shelf for 3+ months with that neck injury. Their countless battles. Octave had no problem shaving some time off of Fox's career just to prove she was the better woman. Swinging an elbow up to meet China Sage, who was looking for a headbutt. Get a nice elbow. Again, whoever wins this match, guys, whoever leaves NGW TV tonight as champion will walk into homebound to defend a against either Danielle Davis or Piper Fox. Those two go one-on-one this Sunday in Toronto in the #1 contenders match. Everybody and their mama, I think, wants to see Piper Fox versus Sunny Octave, but China Sage doesn't. Danielle Davis doesn't. They don't care what the majority wants. They care about their own careers. Sunny Octave getting dropped on that top rope. China gonna try for the pin. It's only a 1 count though. Dragon screw from the champ. Gotta be a sigh of relief for both these ladies knowing that nobody's gonna come out here and try to get involved, lest they feel the wrath of General Manager Ken Donahue, who's had enough of all these interferences as of late. I don't blame him. Ooh, nice swinging neck breaker right into that little mini body splash. 1. Tries for the stomp. Sage getting out of harm's way. Not of that forearm smash, though. Octave maybe rethinking her strategy. Rebounds herself off the ropes and a bulldog. Stomp to the back of the head, rolling neck snap. I know that Sunny Octave would love nothing more than to face and beat Piper Fox at homebound. I know that Piper Fox most definitely would prefer to challenge Sunny Octave and get her revenge. For Sunny Octave not only putting her on the shelf, but costing her her championship essentially. But anything can happen in CMV, and especially in this NGW women's division. Sunny Octave telling everybody to shut the hell up so they can hear that smack of Sage's neck off the mat with that neck breaker, hooking the leg, and got a very close 2 count. China Sage got to find a way to turn things around for herself, and quick. What's this? Ooh! An inverted Olympic slam. Goes right into the pin. 1, 2. Got me on the edge of my seat. China Sage with her hands on her head, but she knows that she has got Octave hurt right now. Ghetto kick. Missed. Octave by the skin of her teeth, and now we get a backpack stunner. Oh man, Sage just popped up like, what year is it? Elbow laid across the chest, and now it's Octave with fire in her eyes, who's going in for the kill. Slides her through the ropes, suspended, heartbreak. And will it be heartbreak for China Sage and her championship aspirations here tonight? 1, 2, no, not yet. Sunny Octave looking around like, you serious? She can't believe it, but that's what I said before. Octave, you gotta be smart. Don't underestimate China. What a slobber knocker. Just about knocked China Sage into another dimension. China finds her footing. Going after that arm. Sunny Octave hitting the back of her head off the canvas as well. That could have knocked her clean out. These fans all on their feet. The future of the women's division hanging in the balance. Hurricane Rana from Sunny Octave out of nowhere. Octave can come at you from any angle, anytime, anywhere. Another swinging neck breaker. 1, 2. Closer and closer. Octave gets to the 3 count, but it still eludes her. What is it going to take to keep down the Ghetto Queen? And Sunny ran right into this hump handle. Transition to a power slam, taking Sunny on a test drive. Yanks her by the arms, just dragging her face first along the mat. And a discus, you punch it. Surprised Octave's head didn't go flying up into the chief seat. Leg sweep. Moonsault by the NGW Women's Champion. Jawbreaker by Chyna. Sends it back. Putting some distance between the two. Sage tries to close it with a bicycle big boot. We got a nasty modified neck breaker. Octave roars. Almost animalistic, marking her territory as the leader of the pack. The face of the women's division. Single knee face breaker. 1, 2, 3, and Sunny Octave is still NGW Women's Champion. She's headed to homebound. Now we just have to find out who's going to meet her there. Will it be Danielle Davis or will it be Piper Fox this Sunday in Toronto? It goes down. A valiant effort by Chyna Sage. We thought she had it a couple of times, but Sunny Octave did not come to mess around. We know who Sunny Octave wants. But Danielle Davis stands in the way. No matter what, Sunny Octave is ready for what comes her way at homebound. It is now main event time on NGW TV number 45, guys, in a rematch from a few weeks ago when the self-proclaimed Undisputed Future Justin Gates debuted, and because of an interference by Sage Autumn, was able to pin and defeat Mr. Magnificent Six Ace Reeves. Well, Reeves got a bit of retribution last week when he attacked Sage Autumn with a bat during his match against Rising Star champion Blake Virtue. Of course, in the end, it didn't pay off because Autumn was victorious anyhow. But it has now been confirmed that this Sunday in Toronto, it will be Sage Autumn one-on-one with Ace Reeves. But first, these two have been beefing on Twitter hard. Ace Reeves telling Justin Gates, hey, the only reason you beat me is because of Sage Autumn. Justin Gates said, my friend, I would love to do it again and prove to you why it wouldn't have mattered if Autumn came running out or not. I was going to win. So here we go. It's going to be settled once and for all. Justin Gates came into NGW already full of himself. And I mean, he's got the look. He's got the in-ring ability. We saw it against Ace Reeves in his debut, but I think you got to prove yourself a little bit before you can say you're the undisputed future. A lot of the guys backstage already taking issue with the ego that Gates has brought along with him. But if he can bait Ace Reeves again here tonight without any sort of interference, then maybe there's some validity to all that trash he's been talking. Ace Reeves' mind going to be in a lot of places right now. Surely looking over his shoulder for Sage Autumn. What goes down this Sunday in Toronto? And of course, he's got that briefcase within it, a contract that guarantees him a championship match anytime, anywhere he so chooses. The opportunity could present itself, well, The drop of a hat. Could have been tonight. Could be this Sunday. Could be next week. Could be a month now. Could be a year from now. It's all up to Ace. But now everybody sees what he has in his possession. Vultures like Sage Autumn. And they're coming after him like sharks in the water, circling him, waiting for him to slip up. The Undisputed Future, the Gravity Manipulator. Referee Poe rings that bell. And before Sage Autumn did interfere in their match a few weeks ago, it was looking to be a hell of a contest between the two, so I'm very excited to see it cleanly here tonight in our main event. Dropkick missed. Ace getting out of the way. Runs right into a European uppercut, though. Whew, getting an arm drag. Drops whole hold, just reeled him right in. High kick missed, but got him the second time. Justin Gates says he's the Undisputed Future. I think you're looking at the real one, though, in Ace Reeves. All but guaranteed for him to be the next NGW champion. Bangarang. These two didn't waste a single second feeling each other out. There's definitely some bad blood a-brewing. Justin Gage just has not shut up on social media about that victory. Ooh, beautiful pop-up drop kick. Ace Reeves gonna take this kid by arm, by leg, dragging him towards the middle of the ring, stomping at the lower back, gets a big boot right across the face. Look at this joint manipulation. See, Ace Reeves isn't a one-trick pony. Sure, he's the Gravity Manipulator. He loves to fly through the air and test himself, push his limits, but that's not all he's packing. Arm drag to counter by Gates. Forearm smash gets blocked. Irish whip into the corner. Coming at him with a handspring back elbow. Gates drops Reeves. Another bangarang. Off the ropes with a stomp. Okay, I've never seen a running stomp. Oh, we get it 2 times. And 3 times. Will there be a 4th? Yes, there will. A 5th? No. Gates says enough is enough. Forearm smash gets a cheeky jab. Hurricane Rana throwing Gates face first into the ropes. Mr. Magnificent 6 not done with him yet, though. Another handspring back elbow. Gates been running his mouth. Ace Reeves elated to shut it here tonight. DDT from the High Rent District into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Ace Reeves just like that. Proving that a few weeks ago was nothing but a fluke. Mr. Magnificent 6 is ready for Sage Autumn this Sunday. Well, hang on a second. Gates is back to his feet, and maybe Ace Reeves has knocked off some of that ego. We get a handshake. Welcome to NGW, Justin Gates. Maybe don't get ahead of yourself next time. Well, guys, thank you as always for joining me, but if you're thirsty for some more action, stick around because NGW, as I announced a couple of weeks ago, will now be getting its own Aftermath type show in the form of NGW Impact, and that will start in just a few minutes, but if you're not going to be able to make it for that, you all know the details. If you ain't following me yet, make sure you do so that you know when I go live. Exclamation point join in the chat will give you a link to our website, communityuniverse.4motion.com. Exclamation point Discord. Exclamation point Twitter. for obviously our Discord and Twitter. And I will see you when I see you. Bye.